We are sitting here 18 games into the season, and the Raptors have 14 losses. They're now 4-14, and they've gotten beaten twice on the road by two different buzzer beaters. Obviously, Jason Tatum hit the buzzer beater 3 in Boston, and Jaden Ivey hits it over Ochai Agbaji this evening in Detroit against the Pistons, and the Raptors have lost two heartbreakers to the Detroit Pistons this season as they fall, like I said, to 4-14 on the year. They've now lost 2 in a row after their mini 2-game win streak against the T-Wolves and Pacers. But if you're on Team Tank, this is an elite tank game. Scottie has a great game. You're in it late, you lose. Right? And then, let's be honest, though. This is what most of the losses have been like this year for the Toronto Raptors. A lot of tight games where you just find ways to lose. Right? It's pretty remarkable stuff. Now, there's pretty much one word, though, that can sum up what we just witnessed. And it's nasty. I mean, this game, from start to finish, was a rock fight and a half. Neither team seemed like they want to win this game. Mistakes all over the place, turnovers all over the place. And you find a way to lose. And you led for the majority of this basketball game, right? A really bad first bit of the first quarter, where at one point you were trailing by 15, and you're like, oh God, this could get ugly. They bring it down to 7 at the end of the first quarter. They dominate the second quarter, and they're actually deadlocked heading into the third quarter, excuse me. And in the third quarter, the Raptors continue to dominate. They win the third quarter by 8. You're going into the fourth quarter with an 8-point lead. You're feeling pretty confident about things. Scottie's giving you a great game. That's about it, though. You know, Scottie had this game today, and he kind of kept this team around. And then in the fourth quarter, you lose it by 10 and you lose by 2. There were a lot of instances today where the offense, especially late in the basketball game, just continues to struggle. I mean, we're watching guys, Scottie Barnes, again, awesome game. But the fact that he missed that lefty layup late in the basketball game, I don't know what the score was at the time, but it was obviously a very crucial situation, and he just blows it. RJ Barrett driving into the paint, forcing up obviously a ridiculous shot, looking for the foul, doesn't get it. And it's like, boy, these are pretty pathetic shots. And they're coming down the floor and getting dunks from Isaiah Stewart's getting a dunk, and it's just, it was ugly, man. It was flat out ugly. You look at the way the Raptors dominated the glass too. They out-rebounded the Pistons 50-38. But not just that. They dominated the offensive glass 23-6. And you lost. You shot 39% from the field and 29% from 3. You score 100 points. In the modern NBA, that's going to lose you 90% of the games. It's just, unfortunate that it was a buzzer beater and they only scored 102. But honestly, Raptor fans, I don't want to talk about this game a whole lot. Honestly, in the fast break, you got dominated. Whatever. I understand I'm supposed to be on Team Tank, but God, watching games like this is it's just a painful watch. RJ Barrett, 17 points, 3 rebounds, couple assists, shot 7 of 19, was 1 of 6 from 3. Minus 16 on the floor. Ochai Agbaji didn't have a bucket. 0 of 4 from the field in 23 minutes, was a minus 26 in 23 minutes. Jakob Poeltl, back-to-back games where he struggled shooting the rock. 8 points, 11 boards, but he shot 4 of 11. And as I said yesterday, for a guy who's shooting about 5 feet from the net every single time, going 4 of 11 is not going to cut it. There was a stretch there, last week, where he had those 30-point performances where he shot 13 of 18, 16 of 19, 12 of 20. Now he's gone back-to-back games of shooting 5 of 12 and 4 of 11, which is, if it'll show up here, 41% from the field and 36% from the field the last 2 games. It's not going to cut it for a guy, like I said, who's just shooting 5 feet from the bucket. You got to be more efficient down there. And he was a minus 13 on the floor. Davion Mitchell. You see the hole. Emmanuel Quickley's leaving, right? Also, a play in the fourth quarter where Scottie brings the ball up the court and just gives it to Davion Mitchell, and just he tries to drive on Isaiah Stewart, blows the layup, and they go down the other way. Scottie, take over, man. You're the only guy freaking doing anything today. Now, he did take 26 shots, so he kind of took most of them, but no one else was making any. Davion Mitchell, 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, had 3 points in 30 minutes, was a dash 13. No good. And obviously, Scottie Barnes, 31 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, shot 12 of 26, 4 of 5 from the line, was 3 of 8 from 3, had a steal and a block. I mean, he was good, only a -2 in 36 minutes. He was your best player, as he should be on this Raptor team. But not having Emmanuel Quickley out there is just really hurting that starting unit, especially in this game today, where you needed some sort of scoring punch. You didn't get it. You really didn't get it. The bench didn't give you much. Battle gave you 9 off the bench. Knockdown was a 1-3. Shot 4 of 9. Boucher, 10 and 7 on 4 of 9 shooting. They gave you great energy. I mean, they actually scrapped around. Battle was a +20. Chris Boucher a +11. Jamal Shed +11. Bruno Fernando in the 19 minutes. I thought he played great. 9 points, 4 boards, 5 assists for the big man. 4 of 7 from the field. Was a +13 on the floor. Gave you energy. Jonathan Mogbo in 12 minutes, 5 points, 3 boards. It was 2 of 3 from the field. Made a 3. It was a +5 on the floor. Your starting unit wasn't good enough. You got dominated by their starting unit, where Jaden Ivey dropped 25, and everybody else in their starting lineup had double figures. And they were all double-digit pluses in this game. That's the difference maker. And in the end, the difference maker is 2 points. You got lucky as well. They missed how many free throws? 9 free throws. They also got to the free throw line 31 times to the Raptors. 10. Take that for what it is. We're going to move on, though, because who the hell wants to talk about that anymore? Wednesday, the Raptors are in New Orleans against the Pelicans. 8 p.m. tip-off there. And boy, get ready for another rock fight. 4-14 Raptors going up against the... Hold on, let me make sure this is correct. Hold up. 4-14 Pelicans, who have lost 5 straight. They're no good. Now, they do have some injuries. A lot of their guys didn't play today. Jose Alvarado, hurt. Is there any news on him? Set for checkup in 3 weeks, so he's cooked. He ain't playing. Herb Jones out with a shoulder. Still out for Monday, so maybe he's like day-to-day. He might be able to play Wednesday. DeJounte Murray is out. Intends to play Wednesday versus the Raptors. Lovely. Brandon Ingram out with a calf injury. And McCollum returns in loss to Pacers. So CJ McCollum was back tonight. But it seems like Brandon Ingram's kind of day-to-day as well. So he might be playing. And Zion Williamson for an extended absence. So Zion's not be playing as well. But they could have some guys back against the Toronto Raptors. It's in New Orleans. The Raptors they haven't won a game on the road. I think they're 0-10 now on the road. Let's get the season over with, all right? So you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, because, God, who the hell could have enjoyed that? Hit that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from today's game. For the Toronto Raptors, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys. Leafs edition. Well, I guess they're playing Wednesday, too, as they are in Sunrise, Florida against the Panthers. And the Panthers lost again tonight to the Capitals. They are really floundering. A good time for the Leafs to catch them and maybe really grow that lead in the Atlantic Division. It's a 7:30 puck drop Wednesday. Hold up. 7:30 puck drop in Sunrise, Florida on Wednesday night. And as for the Toronto Raptors, we talked about it. They're back in action Wednesday as they are in New Orleans against the Pelicans. 8 p.m. tip-off there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And God, not this game today. Talk to you guys then.